All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer. I am with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to talk about the latest episode of X-Men 97. Was it Tolerance's Extinction Part 2,
Yep,
I believe it's
part
called,
two.
right? Part
Mhm.
2. It's the penultimate for the season, second to last. Um, Man, so much. So much, so it's right off the bat. Magneto messed up the world. We saw that. You said enough and
Mhm.
zapped all the electricity out of the world.
Yep,
And
EMP.
Xavier came back. Yeah, Xavier came back, called his X-Men, and that's how it ends. So this one kind of picks up right after that. I don't want to do a detailed thing because I'm sure we're going to talk about moments, but just
But
some parts
even
that you
just
guys liked or didn't like.
the talk of Magneto. So when you realize when you
Oh, yeah.
take all electricity, the magnetic poles will no longer hold the Earth the way it needs to, and it'll cease to spin. Right. So
Mhm.
life as we know it on Earth would end, and that's the time clock they're going on right now. Life as we know it will end because he's doing it.
Yeah. And what's up, Terrence? It's a Terrence Society
Gee,
with Magneto all day.
Terrence.
I told you.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what we learned is he didn't just send like an EMP. He legit turned off the electric
Magnetic pole.
magnetic pole. So like there's no electromagnetic pole on it. And already like people are talking like smart people like it would literally like the atmosphere would expand to the point where we don't have an
It would
atmosphere
just float out.
and we would just
It become
and
Mars.
burn up,
Earth will become Mars.
Yep.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Everything just gets burnt up because like we have no ozone, so we don't have any layer of protection from the sun.
So
It just we lose gravity. It just becomes Mars. That's perfect.
So you first all water on Earth will evaporate. Okay. So not just burn up, but like literally just evaporate, right? And then all gravity would start to be pulled apart. You still have some gravity, but you will literally be like you're in space. And then your ozone layer gets pulled apart, right? Now the nitrogen escapes, right? Which now nitrogen is 70% of what the air that we have in here. Then your oxygen escapes. Then it becomes death for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Yeah. and like just the whole thing of him doing it. Just he's like, if y'all want to stay, you can stay. Any mutants, you can come with me. And we're just gonna wait this shit out.
He created the world. He's like, I have a comet over here. You want to come?
Yeah.
We can.
Well, it's the same. One of my friends messaged me because I forgot the name.
It's the world that he had
Comet
before.
M?
Comet M, because it's the one that he had before that didn't work in season 4 of X-Men 92. Wasn't it season 4? I believe it was. And then he came back and he was all depressed all the time because it didn't work because he got conned by another person and another mutant.
Yeah, he got betrayed by one of his what was that, Fabian Cortez?
Yeah,
he got betrayed by one of his acolytes. Yeah. Shit, where is it? Asteroid M.
Yeah.
he had messaged me. He's like, oh, I couldn't sign in to comment, so he's like Asteroid M. So Asteroid M. But yeah, I thought that was a cool callback that it brings that back. That like it crashed back into Earth, but he knew exactly where it was. It was kind of like his backup plan. It was super interesting, but him also just be like, you can come up with me and we can wait this shit out, let all of them die. I'll come back, restart it back up, let it all kind of kick back up, and then we'll come back and be the only, and we'll like repopulate. We like it'll be all me. I don't know. His whole plan is crazy.
Because it doesn't work that way. The ozone would just come back. It does not work that way. Just don't know what you're thinking.
It's comic logic. But
dude,
yeah,
it's it. Oh my god.
Let's see what Terrence said. I'm with Magneto. Humans were given a chance. Enough of that. Move aside, Professor X. Your way doesn't work. If you wish to leave, stand aside.
You're not
They were
wrong at all.
playing Professor X every 5 minutes of the episode.
Yeah.
First Cyclops. It's like, what the? It's like he had his hand out. Please, just give my hand. Cyclops went, fuck you. So
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
But everyone was like, you are wrong. Your way is wrong. Your way has got us here. You are the reason we're here.
I don't like I get that understanding. I don't know if that's like fully true
True.
because like is Magneto just playing into what Bastion wants? He goes, listen, he goes, I need you to be the bad guy. So I'm gonna do something really bad. You're gonna in turn do something way worse, which is gonna give me permission by the human governments of everybody to unleash full-on warfare with you. You know what I mean? So it's like,
But
is
it won't
Bastion
matter
one step
because
ahead?
it doesn't matter because everyone will be dead. There's 12 hours. That's all they got is 12 hours, and everyone's will be dead. So you can, if he can find a way to repower all the people, which is impossible, right? Because there's no magnetism, which means there's no power. There's no electricity anywhere.
Mhm.
So like, there's
Because right now
nothing
he's
he
the
can.
battery.
Yeah, he's it.
Yeah.
So I think Bastion didn't know that Magneto was willing to go as far as he went.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, it's really like interesting, because it does follow the Fatal Attraction storyline, I believe. You know, that I was going through a lot of my old comic books and stuff like that once I watched it Wednesday. But yeah, I mean, it's really interesting. I still feel like Bastion's got a trick up his sleeve, though. But real quick, one thing I wanted to mention while you were talking about everyone talking shit about Professor X. So when Cyclops was like no, like F you took off, you left us here and did all that, right? And he put, like you say, he put his hand out and he just walked past him. And like a few minutes later, Roberto tried to do the same thing. He goes, "Oh, we're in this position because of you." The Cyclops steps up. He goes, "Nah, listen, we're done. We're not blaming." It was almost like he's like
I can talk about my daddy. You cannot.
Shit. Yeah, exactly. I was like, I can talk shit. You don't. Shut up. You know, it was like, because he even like sides eye like Xavier at the end of that. He goes, "Listen, I'm not defending you, but I have the right to talk shit. Like no one else."
You're not part of this
No one
family.
else does.
You just can't hear yesterday. Shut up.
Yeah.
Dude, but can you imagine in this episode, and within 10 minutes, we realized that the Earth was about to be done. They created this unbelievable situation in 10 minutes. Like, we've been waiting all this time for other shows to do these things. They've created all these odds so quickly and let us know exactly how bad it was that fast. And then we got two different sides immediately. With Sunspot and I was so mad at Rogue, but whatever, you know.
That's what I like about this show. Like, it's so good at establishing the stakes, and that there's like real shit and real consequences going on. That's what I like about this show the most, and it handles it so effectively, and just the pacing is insane. A lot happened in this newest episode.
A lot.
And it's crazy how well it just handles everything. I think that's the most impressive thing about it. This really could have been just cash in on nostalgia. They're bringing it back. No, like, they really put their foot into this show. Like I kind of touched on, I almost think this works better as a show or an animated form, just kind of like an episodic, like a more episodic take on it. Just really works to its advantage. And again, the animation, I know I constantly come back to that, but I really think, like I've said before, like, it was an artistic choice rather than just them just updating it. Like, just the final, like the last 5-10 minutes, however long, just that battle, just the color scheme and like just the visuals were incredible.
You saying that reminded me how awesome it was seeing them in their old school suits.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
epic. You see everyone in their old school suits. That was so amazing to see. Along with that moment that Cyclops had with Cable, and he threw the suit. It's like, what the fuck is this? It's like, what?
Mhm.
You want black spandex, and then so that zinger
Black
was
leather,
great.
yeah.
With black leather, yeah, that was a great zinger, and I just enjoy everything. Every decision they're making is so good, and it holds so much. It just holds up so well.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
the in the old school suits kind of gave me Pride of the X-Men vibes.
yes,
Yes,
a 100%.
good job.
Yeah,
Mhm.
100%. And I think Bo DeMeo even said, like, watch that, even though it's not canon, watch it still, and it's free on YouTube if you want to watch it. It's free on YouTube.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like definitely it was like those same kind of vibes with it. But I just think the dialogue, as corny as it is sometimes, it works perfectly. It works perfectly because it's a comic book kind of show. It's comic books, brought to life, and there's still a lot of people, like I think John Campy is one of them, who's like, it's great. He loves the show, but he says there's a lot that dialogue wise that you can't do in live action because it just sounds stupid. And I'm like, I disagree, man. I'm like, it's just because it's live action or animated, like there's some stuff like some story beats that you might not be able to get to or show properly, but the dialogue, it's fine. Like the whole Jean and Storm thing. I rewound that shit and watched it again. When they first said that, like I was like, that's just so epic. Like I don't remember that from the comic books. And I was trying to see if something like that was from the comic books. And I don't fully remember. I mean, if it is, correct me. But for the show, it fits so perfectly. The like, oh, have them mind your weather and weather your mind. I was like,
Yeah,
bro, it's so corny and cheesy and perfect.
dude.
Perfect.
No, when Storm came on the screen, and was it who was that? Jubilee runs and gives her a hug, and the way she's just royally standing there, right? And then she gives her, pats her on the back, and every word that came out of her mouth sounded so much like a queen. Like you were above it all. Like you are so strong, and I love the idea of it. And all I could think of was Angela Bassett. Like we've been wronged
I know.
for 20-something years because Angela Bassett should have been Storm. I'm so mad. It makes me mad. I'm mad at Bryan Singer again. All of a sudden, I'm back being mad again.
Now everyone understands my hatred and my rage, man. Like when you watch that first X-Men live action and Wolverine has no idea who the fuck Sabretooth is, and I almost like threw my popcorn at the screen. Like now you get it. You get it. Like when you're able to like tell good stories and like and be entertaining like that. Like you said, the jab about the black latex thing.
Yeah.
I'm like yes, and it's such a jab because I was like, as a comic book fan for so long, I wanted the yellow spandex. You know what I mean? And then you get a dickhead coming in and is like, oh, we're gonna make a comic book movie, but I better not see any comic books on set. I was like, you're a dumbass. Like you're a dumbass. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, we're gonna play basketball, but I better not see any basketballs. It's like, what the fuck are you doing here? What are we doing here, man? It's like, it's
no
like
one brings a hoop.
and thank God for Kevin Feige, because Kevin Feige was the one sneaking comic books on set, so
yeah.
So it's like, it's awesome, so Kevin Feige was saving us even before we knew who he was, so yeah, so it little things like that jab about what do you expect, black leather, that's gonna be one of the best comebacks ever, like 20 something years later. It's like, fuck you, Bryan Singer. We're comic book fans, man. It's like,
yeah, we're not ashamed of the content.
Yeah. We appreciate it. We love it, and we want more of it. And then finally, especially he says that, and this year we're finally getting Wolverine in the yellow spandex, and everybody's losing their damn minds. So
why? Wait, I have to ask this question. Why do they always send Wolverine after Magneto?
That's an excellent question.
Like, let's send the dude who's skeleton is better.
Oh.
Let's go ahead. Yeah. You're going after Magneto. No, what are you guys doing? And you surprised he rips his skull and his skeleton from his body? Why are you surprised?
Oh,
it's stupid.
Yeah. So that whole part was, I was listening to other people talk about it because I obviously once I watched the show, I just watch everyone else kind of talk about it, and somebody brought it up, and that's like how I thought. I just couldn't put it to words, but he said it perfectly, that like all of this like fight was still fighting, but they had this like unspoken agreement. They're like, listen, we're gonna fight and we're gonna argue and and shit like that, but we're never gonna kill each other. We're never gonna hurt each other.
It felt like Civil War all that time.
Like Xavier is not gonna go in my mind and control my mind. You know what I mean? Not do that. You know, and he's not gonna do that to Wolverine, and we're not gonna kill each other. And the start of this fight was Rogue tackling Wolverine, and she goes, "Oh, yeah," and she said something along the lines like, "Oh, you're in it to kill somebody." You know, she goes, you know, so already it was like they're hinting at shit's gonna go down. You know,
once again, who's the one who started this shit? Xavier.
Yeah, I mean,
he wasn't just trying to control Magneto. He was trying to destroy him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to spoil it because I'm pretty sure I know where it's going just from the comic books. But I mean, we're getting, there's no doubt in my mind we're getting Onslaught. 100%.
No, like half of this has been Onslaught already.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We're getting Onslaught. Next season, Onslaught for sure. 100%. If you're watching on the replay, thank you for checking us out on the replay. Leave a comment down below so what you think about this second to last episode of X-Men 97. Where do you think it might end? Any predictions for the next season? But leave your comments, and we love to chit chat with you guys in the comments. Appreciate you guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come and join us every Monday and Thursday, talking movies, TV, rumors, news, all that fun stuff. But we appreciate everyone checking us out, especially you guys in the live chat. But stick around, and we're gonna get into our next topic for the night.